Welcome back to Talking Bodies. We're your co-hosts Grace Desimone
and Jojo Huynh. Today, we will be discussing the blood-curdling folklore of a woman who kills in the night.
Yes, La Llorona is
Whoa, wait.
Jojo, what is it now? I don't want to restart the podcast again.
Yeah, I know, but I thought we were going to talk about Kuchisake Onna.
What? I already did the La Llorona research.
Well, I already did the Kuchisake Onna research.
Okay, well, should we just do both?
Talking Bodies, bum.
You can go. I'll go. Okay, seriously, I'll just go, Grace. Have you ever felt like someone was following you before?
No.
I have.
Okay.
You've never been followed before? Not even by accident?
It's like when you said you didn't feel anything uneasy at our visit to the Whaley House.
That's different, though. The Whaley House somewhat surrounds paranormal activity, which I'm not sure if a person would typically come across. But being followed can be a regular occurrence for many people. I, for one, remember walking my dog one night. While I was walking down the street, I could see from my peripheral view someone pacing up behind me dressed in everything black down to the hoodie that covered their face.
Jojo, you didn't just stand there, did you?
No. Well, okay, now that you say it, I sort of did walk at a regular pace for a moment there. I didn't want the person to think they were following me if they didn't have those intentions, you know?
Right.
My heart was racing out of my chest and down to my legs when I crossed the street super fast. The weird thing is that I think my body forgets any survival instincts when it comes down to trying not to make a person think they're following me. Which is why I wonder what I'd do if I'd encountered Kuchisake Onna.
Why? What would happen if you saw her?
Well, let me retrace her backstory so it won't sound so abrupt. Pop quiz.
Oh, man.
During 794 AD, which era was this for Japan?
Girl, I don't even know what year AD means.
AD stands for Anno Domini in Latin. Translated to English, it means in the year of the Lord.
I see.
So, no guesses as to what the era was? Come on, just blurt out a random guess.
I don't know. The year of the Lord's birthday?
Well, yes, but more specifically, it was the Heian era. During this time, there used to be Japanese warriors known as samurais. According to the news outlet Britannica, since they fought to protect their land, samurais were one of the most powerful and higher rankings in pre-modern Japan. Keep that in mind.
What does that have to do with Kuchisake Onna? She wasn't a warrior, was she?
No, but close. There are various conspiracies on Kuchisake Onna. One claims that she was a demonic entity that took over a young girl's body. That one's an indefinite conspiracy. Maybe there were others like you who thought she was a samurai, though I doubt it. The story that people know is that Kuchisake Onna was said to be a very vain woman who is married to a samurai.
Oh.
There came a day when her vain led her to cheat on her samurai husband.
She didn't. Well, maybe we should consider the marriage was being forced. Perhaps that's part of the reason why she wasn't being loyal.
True. Maybe the public shamed her for being with another person because her husband was a powerful figure. She may have been in a marriage she didn't even want in the first place.
Yeah, she might have not even been as vain as the public made her seem.
That's a great point. Anyways, as I was saying, we know how life-threatening a samurai's duties were, how they would willingly risk their life or end another's without hesitation. So one could only assume what happened to his deceitful wife.
Oh no, did he kill her?
Worse. With his samurai sword, he ran the sharp blade from one cheekbone to the other, which drew a bloody, gashed-up, hideous smile on Kuchisake Onna's once alluring face. That, to the vain woman, must have made her wish that her husband had just killed her.
My goodness, I can't imagine living with that gruesome punishment on my face for the rest of my life.
Yep, Kuchisake Onna didn't have to imagine, though. In fact, she dealt with that punishment even after her death.
What?
In Japan, if you decide to go for a nighttime walk, folks may strongly advise you not to make eye contact with a beautiful woman wearing a cloth mask who mindlessly wanders on the streets. People have claimed that that woman will approach you and ask you what may seem to be an innocent question.
Oh no, what's the question?
Am I pretty? Is
No.
what she would is what she would ask. Of course, she would ask in Japanese, which is watashi kire. Typically, seeing this mystifying yet darling woman, the victim who she'd asked would answer with an honest yes. But that response alone would not be enough to satisfy her. The woman would then raise her hand up to her mouth, pinch the cloth mask off, and reveal the disturbing contents of her grotesque face.
I knew it. Kuchisake Onna.
She would have the insolence of then asking, Kore demo? Meaning, even this? Grace, tell me, how would you respond to her nerve-wracking question?
Obviously I'd lie and tell her she's like the most stunning woman I've ever seen.
See, if you were to say that, she would know, and she would follow you home, and you'd be,
Hell, there's no winning in this situation. I mean, there's no way out from here if I can't even gas her up.
That's almost true, since even if her victim shows any sign of fright in their facial expression, or even just plainly answers no, she'll do as her samurai husband had done to her face to that person.
What?
But, if you happen to be stuck in this unfortunate situation, I recommend that you stash an assortment of candies inside your purse or whatever you carry your belongings in.
Now, why would I do that?
Because Kuchisake Onna was said to enjoy candies, and if you toss her one, it'll stall her from messing with you for the time being. Or another way is to give her an indefinite response like,
"You're meh."
I was thinking more so as to not enrage her more, but sure.
Wow, I'm not walking in the streets without a pocket full of candy anymore. You know, Kuchisake Onna's story is sort of similar to La Llorona's.
Ooh, in what ways?
Okay, so Boo. La Llorona is a beautiful woman from Hispanic folklore. It's said that her story came to light during pre-Hispanic Mexico. Her name means weeping woman in Spanish. She reportedly is a tall, beautiful, thin woman with long, flowing black hair and a white dress who hangs around the rivers and creeks.
Why specifically does she hang around water?
It's actually a tragic story for La Llorona and her family.
Oh, tell me about it.
In one version, it says that she was just a humble peasant, but she was very promiscuous, which is why she's seen wearing a white dress.
So, scandalous?
Yes, exactly. But she couldn't be as scandalous as she wanted.
Why? What was holding her back?
Well, she had 2 sons, whom she did take care of to an extent, but she often left them alone so she could go out during the night.
Oof, that's sad.
Yeah, but it gets worse. It's said that one day when she wanted to go out, she had to be with her children. They allegedly drowned, but it's unknown if it was by her hand or an accident.
Both of them? Same day? That's crazy.
Yup. And now she roams the earth and weeps for eternity, looking for her departed children.
Wow, that's a lot to take in. I wonder about the other version.
Okay, so the other version says she wasn't a peasant like the first version, but she was the wife of a rich man.
Okay, well, at least she's not poor anymore.
Yeah, but that's the best her story gets. After she had her 2 sons, her rich husband began to cheat on her, like crazy.
Dude, this is like the opposite of Kuchisake Onna and her husband.
I know, right? After seeing her husband with another woman, she allegedly went into a jealous rage and threw her sons into the river.
Killing your 2 children because of something your husband did is actually crazy.
For real. But in this version, she actually started to try to save her children by running down the river, but she wasn't successful.
Let me guess. Just like the last version, she spends eternity looking for them.
Exactly. But it's said that she actually died from starvation after days of searching for her children.
Oh, jeez. It seems like in this version she regretted it and wanted to get her sons back.
Yep. And now children across North America are warned not to go out at night, out of fear that La Llorona might kill them too.
The way La Llorona and Kuchisake Onna both wander around in the dark hunting for people.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing. I mean, they're both women who died after committing some vile act. They both kill specifically at night.
Yeah, honestly, even if these stories aren't exactly true, they have pretty helpful meanings behind them.
Meanings? Jojo, what do you mean?
Well, look at Kuchisake Onna. She preys at night on strangers, right?
Right?
So, don't you think that if Japanese people told this urban legend, it could almost be like a way of telling the dangers of going out at night and or talking to strangers? It's the little messages, you know?
Wait, that's actually a good point. By telling stories that illustrate threatening encounters and the deathly outcomes, listeners may take them as warnings and a way to avoid the consequences of, like you said, talking to strangers.
Exactly. So these legends could just be a way of scaring many generations into protecting themselves.
The same goes for La Llorona's story too. She hunts down children in the night, specifically by bodies of water.
Yeah, maybe parents told this story to their children so as to scare them off from going near any bodies of water without supervision and having an accident.
You know what I realized?
What's that?
The women in our stories have names that rhyme with each other. La Llorona and
Kuchisake Onna. Wait, we should wrap up this episode with a quick rap for our listeners.
Oh no. La Llorona.
Kuchisake ona ya.
La Llorona. Just keep going.
You go.
Beatbox. La Llorona, swimming in the creek, yeah.
Kuchisake ona, smiling with all her teeth, yeah.
The weeping woman, La Llorona.
The slip mouth woman, Kuchisake ona.
This has been Talking Bodies.